because they're not dressed how you think they should be dressed. But God has a funny way of putting the person that has your next level next to you. And he makes sure that that person is hidden from you if you have the wrong motive. When I say that this weekend is going to be life-changing, destiny-changing, in 2011 I went to a conference. Conference cost me $1,000 to go to. I did not have that much dollars. And I remember I just felt like I needed to be in that room. Do you ever have the feeling that I just need to be? I don't know why I have to be in the room. Paid $1,000 for that conference. None but one. I probably was the only white person. And I remember I asked a question at that conference that got the attention of everybody. It was a simple question. I said, I eat steak 5 times a week. How do I stop? I'll never forget it. But somebody say proud participation. I participated even though I went by myself, even though I was outside of my comfort zone, even though I didn't know anybody there, even though I had nothing to contribute to the conversation, I still participated. I didn't hide when I wanted to hide. I didn't hide even when I was in a bad season. I didn't hide although I was in a bad relationship. I still went. I still spent my money I didn't have to go to an event I didn't know anybody at because I felt like I needed to be in the room. I got done with that question. There was a woman that came over to me and she says, who are you? And I'm Tiphani. She goes, no, you're going to be somebody. I said, receive that. She said, can you come back to New York City next week? And I said, now mind you, I didn't really have the money to come back to New York. I didn't have the money to get here that day. So I didn't have the money to get to New York City. Now, let me tell you what's funny. People complain about paying $1,000 for a conference now, in 2025. Imagine how it was in 2011. I asked somebody to come with me, and they laughed in my face at $1,000 to go to a conference. You know what I could do with that money? But I knew there was a quote I've always lived by. It says, pay any price to stay in the presence of extraordinary people. And I knew that the people I was with in that moment were not extraordinary. They were ordinary, they were extraordinary. She's still in the same position she was in when she made that comment. The lady says, can you come back to New York City next week? I said, yes. Now most of you say no, because you look in the natural. I can't afford it. I can't come because I just can't afford to come. I don't have a babysitter. I don't have this. I don't have that. I said, yes. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I knew when I gave my yes, everything had to open up. When you learn how to think rich, even if you're poor, everything will open up. So when I gave my yes, everything started to work. Everything started to open up. Pop was like 2 months old. He was